Hello there, my Gemini collective. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Oh my goodness, Geminis. Oh, I love your energy, Geminis. The thing with you, Geminis, you're not a trendsetter. Some of you, the sort of vibe with that, you're ahead of the vibes. You're ahead of the trends. So those of you with regard to like options or opportunities, you've kind of been there, done that. Those of you Geminis with regard to like relationships or partnerships, you've kind of been there, done that. So my single Geminis, what side of the Seven of Cups when it comes to you Geminis? Some of you Geminis, it's like basic, boring relationships or partnerships. So those of you, if you are in a relationship or partnership, this is the point where you either lose interest or the monotony sets in. So things are just kind of, it's a balanced energy for you. For some of you, it's a great dating vibe. It's a great relationship or partnership energy. Others of you, this is when it's like, it's kind of boring. You know what I mean, Geminis? So once you get over that Seven of Cups vibe, you're gonna be fine. A lot of great options or opportunities with regard to you, Geminis. But this is that beautiful focused energy. Geminis, Reiki, anything like that that helps you balance and focus. And definitely throat chakra, Geminis. That's something that every Gemini has to contend with. I love the Virgo vibes. Oh, I love the Virgo vibes. Virgo is very interesting for you, Geminis. Whether you find like the perfect romantic relationship or partnership with regard to you, Gemini, I don't feel like you're going to be single, but at the same time, whether it's a romantic option or a romantic opportunity, I don't know. It's kind of what you're interested in right now. Virgo is like a guidance energy with you. Someone keeps sending you a lot of peace, love, and light and guidance energy as well here, Geminis. Those of you with that Seven of Cups energy, this is also like religion, philosophy, mythology, Gemini. Some of y'all, your superstitions. Those of you Geminis, if you're like paying more attention to like Eastern philosophy, because this is given like what were they called? The Teotihuacan Zen and the art of motorcycle maintenance. Things like that, Geminis, especially if you're a big reader or you like audiobooks. There's the Hierophant. Some of you, I feel like religion is a factor, or that kind of it's kind of like the philosophies, Geminis. So some of you can stay stuck in that Seven of Cups. That could be with regard to options or opportunities. Some of you Geminis, when it comes down to the seriousness of a relationship or partnership, I know some of you have had the conversation with the Ten of Cups. What's that mean to you? What's that about? What's that in regard to you, Geminis? Yeah, there's the fucking Wheel of Fortune. This is a very fun time for you, Geminis. It's a very important time for you, Geminis. It's also make smart choices with that Seven of Cups. It's not lack of options or opportunities, but make sure you're taking your time and making smart choices. That's why with you Geminis, date, don't date. I don't feel like that should be a deciding factor when it comes to you. I think for some of you, that is for like everybody else. You're only single because you choose to be. I think that's the distinction. You choose to be single, or you choose to be focused on whatever it is that you're focused on. So if you're overwhelmed when it comes to relationship or partnerships or options within relationships or partnerships, some of you are just in that, it's the boring vibes. This is when everything just sort of, it's the comfortableness when it comes to something. Great for those of you in relationships or partnerships. Or for some of you Geminis, that's when you're kind of, is it really the option or the opportunity that you're interested in? My single Geminis, I feel like you've overcome that Seven of Cups sort of crutch. So where are you with regard to the Seven of Cups? If you need a visual of that, that's like the eye of the hurricane energy. There's a really good video on YouTube that shows the stadium effect when it comes to the hurricane vibes, Geminis. Look, it's not lack of options or opportunities. That's for damn sure, Geminis. But what's that all about, and what's the Seven of Cups energy with you? You'll have those relationships or partnerships. But some of you, I feel like it's just going to be very mediocre options. Or when the energy kind of dissipates. It's just it's a beautifully bland energy that would be great for a relationship or partnership. But it's not going to be that over-inspiring type of relationship or partnership. Work, love, life vibes with you, Geminis. Those of you that aren't focused on relationships or partnerships. Really good inspiration, Geminis. My creatives, we expect a lot of interesting things from you. There's that Three of Cups. Again, with this sort of vibe with you, Geminis. A lot of celebratory energy. There's a lot of fun vibes with regard to you, Geminis. So stay focused. We are in Mercury retrograde, and that should be like perfect when it comes to you, Geminis. You are ruled by Mercury. And there's the Queen of Swords. And there's the Five of Swords. Yeah, date, don't date. Some of you, with regard to those options or opportunities, they're just going to be very basic. It feels like five vibes, so it's not necessarily a negative. But for some of you, it's not going to be like the positive that you think it is. So what's your expectations with regard to that relationship or partnership? And for some of you, Geminis, this is the boredom vibe. My creatives create. I keep thinking they're going to start releasing some of Prince's music. And Geminis are famously single. So, take what's yours, leave what's not. Page of Cups there with the Knight of Wands. Good inspiration when it comes to you, Geminis. That's why I feel like date, don't date. I feel like for some of you, that's not even what the fuck you're even thinking about. Those of you that's dating too much, you're like overwhelming yourself. Really good inspiration vibes. What's over the Queen of Cups? The Eight of Cups. Some of you Geminis, you're getting single. If you're not single yet, you're wanting to get single. Pisces is in Saturn now, so what's your favorite astrologer, Geminis? I love the Virgo vibes with you as well, Geminis. That's why I feel like date or don't date. But some of you with too many options or opportunities, they're going to be very, I say basic in like the best sort of sense of the word, Geminis. This very, it's a very comfortable like option or opportunity. Work, love, life vibes. So how do you view that, Geminis? Especially those of you wanting to get single. Now, those of you who are single, you're like doing your own thing here. I love it. Endings, new beginnings energy with you. This definitely feels like acupuncture energy as well, Gemini. So those of you, if you're like Eastern philosophy or like Gemini's, anything that has like the Eastern sort of vibes to it. So like Reiki, meditation, those of you, if you're kind of, I always tell you Gemini, spa energy with you. Whether you can afford a bougie spa or you're just taking care of yourself, right? Moisturize, hydrate, buy you a new skin product, maybe change your hair, change your makeup, get you some new cleansing products. It's all about the Seven of Cups. It really comes down to the Seven of Cups energy with you, Geminis. That's why I feel like date. Some of you, you're dating too much. It's the Seven of Cups. A lot of choices, a lot of options. A lot of really great vibes with you, Geminis. Take care of yourself. There's almost like an organicness with regard to this as well with you, Geminis. Throat chakra. So, Geminis, take care of yourself. Eight of Pentacles, the Capricorn, the Five. This is, you're kind of ahead of the trends, Geminis. This is what I like about your vibes. Those of you, if you're inspired by Prince, I didn't realize just how ahead of the vibes Prince was. Even in the 70s, when he was first writing his music, they said he would go into the studio and lay down like 3 bass tracks, or he'd have like multiple drum tracks. He was like ahead of everybody else, where now that's kind of what everyone else is doing. So my creative Geminis, this is definitely a great time for you to do your thing. You don't set the trends, you're ahead of the trends, but by the time everybody else catches on to what everyone is doing, you've like moved on to something else. That's why it's like the 7 of Cups vibe with you, Geminis. Sweet Jesus, Geminis. Watch your favorite astrologer, Geminis, Western, Vedic. Some of y'all, your Chinese astrology as well. The vibes that you're pulling here are very beautifully unique and very specific to you, Geminis. That, it's not every Gemini is in the same vibe. With regard to relationships or partnerships, some of you, they're going to be just 5. It's like, it's not necessarily negative. It's not necessarily a positive. What are your expectations with regard to relationships or partnerships? And how bored are you now with regard to your relationships or partnerships? My single Geminis, whatever you're focused on, I love this for you. That's why I feel like you'll date if you want to date. Ace of Swords, the 7 of Pentacles, the 2 of Wands, the 4 of Swords, the Hangman vibe. Some of you getting out of those just bland options or bland opportunities. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, Geminis. I feel like your options or opportunities, they're just, it's the mediocre. It's like the mediocrity of things. Those of you single Geminis, you're cross-watchers. You definitely got a lot of cross-watcher vibe. But it's only because you're like ahead of the vibes. You're not trendsetter energy. By the time everybody else picks up on the trend, you've moved on to like 2 or 3 other different sort of options or opportunities. Really good for my creatives. Really good when it comes to decision making with you as well, Geminis. So how long are you going to stay stuck or stagnant? There's the Ace of Wands. So with regard to relationships or partnerships, I feel like it's just a boredom vibe. So, or a lot of you, it's just, they're okay options, they're okay opportunities. But there's nothing all that, what's the word? It's a beautiful mediocrity. For some of you, I feel like you need that. For others of you, that's what is very boring for you. Damn, Geminis. I mean, for fuck's sake. Don't worry, don't stress. Stay focused on what is like inspiring you right now. You're ahead of the vibes. So you're always kind of doing your own thing here, Geminis. I love the full energy with you. That's the serendipitous vibe as well, Geminis. Really great for my creative. So stay creative. Those of you with relationships or partnerships, some of you, it's like, this is like the mediocrity of it. So this is, everything is like, it's just a regular relationship or partnership. It's not necessarily a negative, but for some of you, you're probably not seeing it as a positive. Because it's the boring vibes. It's the boring shit. It's the boring part of the relationship or partnership. So you're either wanting to get single, or you've been single and now you're moving on to other things. A lot of abundance energy with you as well, Geminis. Yeah, trusting your instincts and your intuition. That's why I feel like date, don't date. Some of you trying to date, you're overwhelming yourself with options or opportunities anyway. Because I always feel like there's 2 or more with regard to you, Geminis. We are in Mercury retrograde. You are ruled by Mercury, Gemini. So this is like a very positive energy with you. A lot of good inspiration. So, damn Gemini. Look at that. The Knight of Cups, the King of Cups. Trust your instincts, your intuition, and bring in this abundance energy with you, Geminis. This is like the perfect creative vibes. Those of you that can date, I feel like this is great dating energy with you. If you're dating and you know what type of relationship or partnership that you're looking for, that's dependent upon what kind of relationships or partnerships you want, Geminis. Especially those of you with regard to what type of relationships or partnerships. Some of you, I do feel like religion is a factor that doesn't have anything to do with you. So if you start dating somebody, pay attention to what their religion is, but really pay attention to what their religion is. So with regard to what your expectations are versus what they're able to kind of bring to the relationship or partnership. That's not a hard conversation for you to have, Geminis. So, a lot of mediocre energy. My singles, this is a great time for you to get out there and do your thing. Really good inspirational energy as well. Those of you, if you're kind of focused on like Eastern philosophy, someone could be thinking about doing acupuncture. Or maybe you're doing like shiatsu massages. Gemini's the Five of Wands energy with you. Maybe some of you are going to take like karate or tai chi or something like that as well. If you're looking for inspiration, anything that has that kind of Eastern philosophy to it, Geminis. Some of you, it's not so much like tiptoeing into the esoteric. I feel like you're far more focused on what is far more interesting with you. Or if you're reading anything that has to do with like the Tao of, or because it's like Zen and the art of motorcycle maintenance. Maybe some of you, some feng shui vibes as well. Some of you, it's like the mediocre relationships or partnerships. So with regard to like the vibes of the relationship or partnership, I feel like it's beautifully comfortable vibes. So whatever that means to you, Geminis. Some of you, it's a positive. Some of you, that's like a negative when it comes to you. Don't miss the options. Don't miss the opportunities. Don't waste your time on mediocre if that's not what you're interested in. Some of you are going to have to move through this energy. Some of y'all are going to like it. Some of y'all are going to love it. Others of you, you're not going to like the vibes. So, date, don't date. I don't feel like that should be something that overwhelms you. I think you have some great options, some great opportunities, but it's kind of mediocre. Which sounds negative, but for some of you, it just kind of is what it is. Not everything has to have all that sort of pomp and circumstance energy when it comes to it, right? It's almost like a beautifully bland or a beautifully beige vibe. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But what's your expectations with regard to that, Geminis? What's the song for you? What's the song for you, Geminis? Geminis, I love the opera vibes with you, or those of you, if you like to listen to musical theater songs. I like the vibrato energy. Oh, that's all right because I love the way you lie. I love the way you lie. Ooh, some of you, that's like... It's not lack of options or opportunities. That's for damn sure, Geminis. This is really good inspiration energy as well. Because that's Eminem and Rihanna. And then Rihanna did the part 2 to that song. Which is absolutely fucking beautiful. So, some of you, this is really great collaboration energy as well. The interesting duality here, Geminis. So date, don't date. What's your vibes on that? Really good creative vibes. So my creatives, you're not the trendsetter. You're like ahead of the vibes. Some of you people are now catching on to what you were doing, and now you've moved on to like other things. So it's a really great creative vibe. So my creatives, stay creative. Well, for fuck's sake. 8 of Swords, the High Priestess, the 7 of Swords. Yeah, this is, you're ahead of the vibes. Page of Swords, the 8 of Wands. Page of Wands. Queen of Wands. King of Wands. The Knight of Wands. There to the Emperor vibe. Keep chasing those dreams. Keep focusing on you, Geminis. Your inspiration energy. This is what's great for you when it comes to like work options or work opportunities. That's why you should feel comfortable in this energy, Geminis. So if you're not feeling comfortable, you need to kind of find the vibe that works for you. Some of you getting single, some of you with regard to like the relationships or partnerships. I like the 5 vibes. Some of you might not find that very appealing, but for some of you, it's beautifully bland. It's just a very comfortable energy. It is like the perfect beige, which seems like a very basic kind of option or opportunity, but actually it can be very beautiful with regard to the energy with you, Geminis. I like the Aries energy. Aries is a Neptune. So, Geminis, what's your favorite astrologer? Ooh, Geminis. Positive vibes. Positive vibes. So, stay focused on the positive here, Geminis. Honestly, date, don't date. Some of you, I feel like you're fine with that energy. With the 7 of Cups, you just got some decisions to make. What side of the 7 of Cups are you on? So, I mean, some of y'all getting single, staying single. Some of y'all working on those relationships or partnerships. They're beautifully bland, so whether it's a negative or positive, it's just kind of is what the fuck it is. The Queen of Wands, the King of Wands, the 9 of Wands. They're with this Emperor with the 9 of Cups. I don't know. Focus on what's important to you. Keep that 9 of Cups energy in mind, and damn, Geminis, go with the flow here. You are attracting a lot of attention. I love this for you, Geminis. So, stay focused. How you do what you do, though, Geminis. You're not a trendsetter. You're always ahead of the vibes. That's why a lot of you get all this attention, because you're like ahead of the vibes. You're ahead of the trends. You're not a trendy person. So, naturally, you kind of stand the fuck out. You're going left when everyone else is going right. You're changing up the color scheme on something when everyone else is sticking with the normal vibe. There is nothing wrong with beige if you find the perfect shade of beige. That definitely changes with the light. So this is really good for my creative Geminis. Really great for my creative Geminis. We expect great things. So, Geminis, I love this energy with you. I say date if you can date without being overwhelmed. Some of you, you're dating too much and you're just overwhelming yourself. And they're really just very basic kind of relationships, partnerships, or opportunities. Not necessarily a negative. It's just, it's kind of beautifully bland. Beautifully bland, beautifully beige. So depending upon what that means to you or how you kind of look at that with regard to your relationships or partnerships. Some of you, I feel like you like the vibe you're in. So that's why I feel like date, don't date. Ooh, Geminis. Good luck, God bless, peace, love, and light.